Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, as I promised, I will give you the tutorial about the HTML. I hope all of you already study the introduction of HTML. Okay, and then today I will continue for HTML form. Here, basically, this one HTML form element. We start with the forms and then form element and then close with tag from a form. And then the most important basically in form is input type elements here. Okay, if you check here, there are many HTML input types here available. Okay, input type button, checkbox, color, date time, local, email, file, hidden, image, and etc. But I will give you the example of this input type, HTML input types. Okay, this example of the input types. First, we start with the here we have form here, and then close with the form here, and then our code HTML code basically we start in the body. Okay, here for example here for first name. For first name, basically what is the input type suitable for first name? Here we have input type equal to text, and then the features here we have name and then ID. The name is a first name and then the ID is also first name. And then this is the example. If I run this code, the example actually for the output. Okay, this basically for the first name. Okay, first name, and then the second is user password. What is the suitable for input type of password? But basically HTML give us password. Okay, password, the type is password. Name give the also password. If you see here the example output, this one. Okay, if you can type actually your basically the hidden. Okay, you cannot see the password. Okay, and then next is gender. For example, gender here. What is the suitable for gender? We have input type equal to radio. Input type equal radio, and then here we have name is gender, and then the value is male. Basically, the value is appear in in the what we call input text. And then here we have check here is male. Automatically we check is male, but this one in this gender we have two options, either male or female. Okay, if you see the output here, see actually the output here, for example the gender we have use a radio button, but here by default we using male as a check. We check the male. Okay, we can change. And then the next is birthday. Birthday is basically what is the suitable input type for birthday. Okay, here we use date here. Okay, the output here, if you see the output, okay, you can see they basically give you the calendar. Okay, easy for you to insert the data. And then next is age. Age basically is a number. So what is the basically age is without a decimal number. What is the suitable input type? Basically is a number. Okay, so only can accept the number. For example here you can put any number here, your age. And then also here another number is a salary. What is a suitable number for salary? But here for salary is a number, but salary need decimal number. That's why we put here extra here step equal to any to accept decimal number. Okay, same as also for the next is a time. Okay, we use HTML provide here input type is a time. Okay, we have time also here, and then if you see the output time here, you can put the time. And then next is email. For the email also HTML support for input type equal to email, basically give us the the format of the email. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Wait a minute. Okay, next same as for the home page. If we have a home page, so the input type is URL, and then here we also have, for example, color. We also can HTML also support for the input type equal to color. So here the example for color. Okay, for example here color, you can choose color. Okay, and then next is file. So if you have file, for example here picture, so the input type to support picture file, for example file is a file here, and then we can check here, for example the output for picture here. You can browse, and then you can select the pictures. Okay, and then next is we call select here. So for example select name class, here we have option here. Option, this the value, for example value proton, and then here this color represent the we store into the table or database, but this one the black color basically appear in the interface. So for example here we have proton, product, and etc. This is basically the option value. Okay, this is the example of the output. Okay, for example here car, we have here the option. Okay, and then next is for example here using checkbox. For example here how we can use a checkbox here, input type checkbox. For example here the value bike, I have a bike or I have a car. See, actually you just check using checkbox. This is the output using checkbox. Here we can tick here either we have bike or we have a car, but this checkbox basically we have more than 2 options. And then here another for input type support by HTML is a Google search. You can use a type search, and then you can do Google search. And then the other one is a message. Basically this one message, if you need more what we call more text here. This one basically we use message, and then can support more than 10, for example 10 row here. For example this the message. Okay, this one basically suitable if you have more text. And then the other one is for example here button, input type equal to submit. Basically this is support for button. Also this one input type to reset. Okay, that is actually the input type support by HTML. Okay, that's all. Thank you.